Is going on, Colts Nation? We are back for another episode. Is episode 84, just after the week 2 preseason game against the Falcons. Kind of a disaster, but at least it's preseason. But do a little housekeeping. We are at 112 subscribers as I'm saying this, so we keep growing, and that's awesome.
Going up.
So thank you. Keeps going up. So thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, doing all the things. But continue to do so. In case you weren't here last week, we did do a jersey giveaway drawing. The winner did not respond, so runner-up was Devil Dog. So congratulations out to Devil Dog on that.
Yeah.
And keep helping us grow, because as you can tell in the little banner there at the bottom, we're doing one at 200. So like, share, subscribe, and get your name thrown in the hat at 200 for a jersey giveaway.
Yeah. All you got to do is just hit a subscribe button. That's it.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. As always, joined with Justin from over at Kingmaker Sports. How you doing, man?
Man, if we're going based on how we feel about today's preseason game, not good. But overall, hey, man, blessed and highly favored.
Yeah. I guess fortunately I was at work today, so I didn't catch a whole lot or any of the game. Just kind of looking at the stat sheet and everything else, I didn't miss a whole lot. So, but I mean, I looked at the stats. It looks like it was pretty bad. But obviously, we're going to kind of talk about the fallout from the game, who maybe made a case to make the roster or who only heard it. And I do have some big news. Oh, Devil Dog, there he is. Speak of the devil.
Hey.
What's going on, man? So I have been, and I told you all this a couple weeks ago, that I have been in touch with JJ Stankovitz. We were able to line up a schedule, and he will be on the show. We're going to do kind of a mid-afternoon, 3 p.m. on September 2nd. So JJ Stankovitz will be here. So again, hit the notification bell, subscribe. You don't want to miss it. It is at 3 on a Wednesday, so I know some of you guys might be working, whatever. Put some comments, questions that you want to ask. Again, if you don't know who he is, if you're a Colts fan and you don't know who he is, I don't know where you've been. But if you go to Lucas Oil Stadium, he's the voice of the Colts. He's the PA guy. He has the official Colts podcast. He is the voice of the Colts. So if you have any questions for him, anything like that, drop it in the chat. We'll get through as many as we can when he's on the show with us on the 2nd. But yeah, so it's really exciting. It'll be the second time he's on the show, and I can't speak highly enough of the guy. All my interactions with him, he's just a very humble, nice, average Joe guy, and he doesn't have, any kind of ego that I can tell. He's just really nice, and he's coming on our little show a couple of times here and there, so it's awesome of him to do that and take his time.
If you want to see the first interview or the first show we did with JJ, that's on the YouTube channel as well. Like Jeff said, dude, like, guy's just a cool guy. Doesn't try and act like, like this high and mighty. Just so down to earth, man. Go check out that first time that he joined us on the show, man. It's really cool.
And that was on my birthday, actually. Last year, it was October 7th. That's how I remember what day it was. So go back on our show if you want to listen to it. Yeah, it was awesome. But no, Devil Dog, it will be the 2nd. It'll also be the Wednesday, September 2nd.
And don't forget, just because it's live, if you missed the live, you can still go back and watch it under the live tab on the YouTube channel. So it's not going to be under videos or shorts. It'll be on the one right next to it called live. So if you were working and weren't able to catch a show, don't worry. You can watch the playback on the live tab on the YouTube channel.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that'll all be on there. It should be on we have a playlist on our channel, so you should be able to find all the episodes. I probably needed to separate it a little bit. I think I should have a playlist for shorts and a playlist for our whatever. I'll fix it later. Now, it's just
the shorts automatically go in the shorts tab on YouTube, because it goes videos, shorts, live, and then playlists and things like that. So, but yeah, no, it's good. Like Jeff said, if y'all got some questions, from inside the building. I mean, JJ works inside the building with these guys. interviewing these guys, talking to these guys. Like, he's part of the media team, and he's in the building. Like Jeff said, he's the PA announcer at the stadium. So to be able to have somebody like JJ is awesome. For, me and Jeff are just small time dudes. So ask your questions, man. He definitely seemed to enjoy them last time, like us asking our questions. He wasn't afraid to answer them. Wasn't very political. Dude was just down to earth.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. It probably turned a lot more into an interview. He was just a cool dude. But it was really neat, and I got to fanboy just a little bit the first time because we've talked about it. Like, he was on the Cubs staff when they won the World Series. I'm a Cubs fan. So it was just the whole interaction with him was really awesome. And anytime I've sent him a message, he always responds, even if it's a no, like, hey, my schedule is busy, I can't do it. He's still really nice about it and responds. Not a lot of people are like that, and it's just really appreciated. He's just a good dude. Brandon said back here, question for Wednesday: should the NFL allow the Colts to use 2 Colts logos for the uprights?
I might look into what you mean by that.
I'm not sure what he means by that either. Well, I hope so. You've hit all the bells for everything, so.
Hey, love it.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm just a small time dude as well. You have a lot more followers than we do, Double Dog. All right. I wonder if D'Amico Ryan should do an interview with me.
I know, Brandon. I know what uprights are, bro. You see what he put? I know what uprights are. I was about, what are you talking about?
We don't know what you're talking about, the 2 logos.
Uprights? Yeah, like, what are you talking about?
That's what we're confused on. We know. We know what uprights are.
Breaking news. Uprights are actually where you kick field goals.
So let's just get into the disaster that happened earlier today. Against the Falcons. Obviously, it wasn't the starters, and it's a preseason. So again, you kind of take these games with a grain of salt. But you still want to see these backups and whoever's fighting for a spot. Give me a pencil. You're going to draw the uprights. There wasn't a whole lot of bright spots. I think the only really bright spot was like Schrader.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying Schrader has won the job, but man, I still think it's close.
Yeah. Apparently, Groupie's doing really good in practice. Yeah. And Spencer Schrader's doing really good. And so it's apparently what I'm saying. It's a tie race kicker.
Give me the kicker who performs in games.
Yeah. Yeah. So at this point, I'm personally leaning towards Schrader, but
yeah,
I'm not on the staff to make those decisions.
Yeah, sadly enough, there was a couple times in the past couple seasons they probably should have tuned into the show and listened to what we had to say because it would have helped. We've had a
little bit,
a couple of suggestions that Jeff and I have had over the years that Shane Steichen probably should have listened to.
They did not watch the episode. They are not one of the 112 subscribers,
or at least we don't know because not everybody has set their profiles to public so we can see them. So if you're watching, make sure you go to YouTube and you set your subscriptions to public so that we can see you to enter you in for that free jersey once we hit 200. We already gave the one away for the 100. So,
I mean, if Shane Steichen subscribes, he can win one.
Shane, I can hook you up with a free jersey, man. Like, if you need a
come on, man. I guess we could just start at quarterback. Honestly, Riley has not looked great. And I mean, Anthony Richardson hasn't looked. I mean, he had a few good runs from what I saw in the highlights. I mean, he was fighting for yardage, and that's always been kind of his bugaboo too. I mean, he fights for yardage, and he gets hurt. He didn't get hurt in this game, but I mean, he was fighting for those yards, and he doesn't know when to slide. So that's just more what I said. He did run out of bounds on one. He did, whatever. But productivity, I mean, he completed 33% of his passes. It's just it's not been a good like couple of preseason games really for either of them. Anthony Richardson looked a lot better last week. Didn't like passing wise they both look terrible. The Colts defense didn't look good. It was rough, man.
And again, Mekhi Blackman, again,
not Julian.
Not Julian Blackman. Yeah, if you follow Unstable,
Oops.
that's my fault, you guys. I got caught up in Julian Blackman. It was Mekhi Blackman. But anyways, the error has been corrected, so don't worry. But yeah, like I don't know. I don't think he makes his team. I heard the guys on after the show or after the game on another show that they were like, well, if Mekhi Blackman just would have not played, he would have made the roster. But now that he's played and he's made issues, like he might not make the roster now. So let us know in the comments, like, what do you think about all these issues? Go look up last preseason game and this preseason game, and look at all the errors. Like Mekhi Blackman literally put them on the 1 yard line this week, and they went ahead and scored. And then last week, just PI after PI, just getting burnt. Not even just the penalties, like getting burnt on simple out routes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Like bro, this guy should not make the team.
No, and they've got to be seeing that. I think I saw one highlight of the defense, and it was Jalen Jones breaking up a pass. Apparently, that was really the only good thing the Colts defense did all day. It was just, I know that Sauce and Ward and Bynum and, I know the rookies got some work, and apparently, like, even C.J. Allen, there's a little bit of concern at linebacker. It looks like Carly's C.J. Allen might not even start. It's starting, like, it might be a rotational thing. And I'm like, that's a little worrisome. I know he missed a lot of time, and that's hard for a rookie, but still, like, if he's not starting, that's alarming to me.
Do you think this is just a like the rotational thing could just be for a couple games because people have said Lou Anarumo's defense is not easy to pick up. Now I get, C.J. Allen played at Georgia, at SEC school. Like Georgia's an NFL style defense, but like it's not the NFL though. And because we've seen plenty of top tier college players struggle in the NFL, and I'm not by any stretch saying C.J. Allen was a top linebacker. I'm not saying that, but do we think this might be a thing where it might take him a couple more games to figure out, to get on pace and, things like that? Because he did miss some time with injury during training camp.
I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable to think that that's a possibility. I'm sure they'll work him into games if he's not the starter. But, I mean, he was supposed to be like the play caller on defense. Yeah, and that role was given to Bynum. And I'm fine with that because Bynum is, in his own right, a really good safety. So I don't dislike that, but going into all this preseason stuff after the draft, C.J. Allen was supposed to be like the quarterback of the defense, calling the plays, doing all that stuff, and because he missed so much time, it's Bynum, which is fine, but it's still a little worrisome. I really hope to see improvement, in the next preseason game. Yeah. But it was just not a good showing from the young guys and people trying to make the roster. It was pretty rough. Unless if you really like to see the punter.
Yeah. I wonder if this is because they were beating the brakes off Atlanta the whole week in practice.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is just one of those things like, okay, Atlanta's seen everything, and the Colts were like, all right, well, we proved ourselves to you in practice. Of course, you want to do it. You want to do it on film. You want to put it on national television, right?
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. It does give me a little concern, but because we had such high hopes for Riley Leonard, and in the past 2 weeks, he's really stunk it up.
Yeah.
So, like, I love Riley Leonard. I think Riley Leonard's a decent quarterback. I would rather have Riley Leonard over Anthony Richardson. I
don't know, man. Either one of them don't really excite me at this point. But we were kind of joking around in the chat about bringing old man Keenan Allen and whatever, which we got to touch on that because we talked about them bringing him, but this happened after our last episode, so we got to talk about that. But what is Phillip Rivers doing right now? Because this backup does not excite me right now.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not saying to start
some quarterbacks that don't make rosters. I mean, some older veterans and stuff.
But right now, neither one are really exciting me, but with what they're doing, like Riley Leonard, kind of had the 2 spots sealed up, and then he's looked not good these preseason games. So it doesn't.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's probably made the Colts a little bit shaky on moving Anthony Richardson at all at this point. So I don't know, man. That's a tough position. And since we're talking about offense, we just mentioned it. Keenan Allen. He did sign with the Colts. It was very incentive laden, from what I understand, like 1 year, 8.3 something million. Which I'm sure as a Colts fan you've all heard about already. We were talking about it. I like the signing. I think it was a smart one. I do feel like Alec Pierce will be ready week 1, but who knows in what capacity. I think it's a good signing to bring in someone that could be a possession receiver. The last couple of seasons, he's had 70, 80 receptions, so I dig it. I think it's a good signing. Was that something where I said Kurt Warner would appear out of retirement and start for the Colts this season?
Oh my goodness.
Hit up Larry Fitzgerald too while we're at it.
Whoa, those guys have cushy jobs now. They're not going to do that. Yeah, I mean it's hard to get any points when you only possess the ball 21 minutes versus the Falcons 38 minutes. And bro, it just looked like the Falcons did whatever they wanted to. They scored on 5 out of 6 drives. So like you said earlier, the defense didn't look great. I mean, good news is it's still preseason game, right? Do we want to be the team that goes 3-0 in the preseason, like, put all these high expectations? I don't think so. Because how many times in the past have other teams, they went, we went undefeated in the preseason. This is our year. And then you stink it up, or you go exactly 500, which you can't do anymore, but go exactly 500 in the regular season. And it's like, you guys were so good in preseason. What happened? So
I can't remember a single year where like Peyton Manning or whatever, where they ever won a game in the preseason.
Yeah, they weren't worried about that. They pretty much were having glorified practices out there. But Tony Dungy, but that's a different scale. Tony Dungy, Shane Steichen, it's like Shane Steichen's not even on the register like compared to Tony Dungy.
Yeah.
So
not at all.
Yeah, he wasn't worried about preseason. He's like, this means nothing. This is practice. It just happens to be on TV.
Yeah. Like this is just a way to get a little bit of NFL revenue before the season starts. This is not being taken seriously. Like we're only really watching this to see if we can, like, if a guy can kick a 63-yarder or a 69-yarder. Like that's really all that we're here for. Other than that,
when the lights come on, the fans are yelling, "Can you do it?" Yeah. So like I get that aspect of it, but real coaches, they don't give a crap about preseason.
But okay, I do have to bring up Shane Steichen. Like he went into the presser and he's like, "This was not us. This was an imposter." Fuck. I was so confused. Like, what are you even? It was you.
Yeah,
it's what you put on.
Like, bro, it's people that probably aren't going to make the team anyway. So let's calm down. Stop saying this isn't us. Like, no, Shane, just say, hey, look, I made some bad calls, and we had people out there that made mistakes. But he's not the kind of coach that's going to call players out. Like, he's not going to go out there and say, Mekhi Blackman's just not good. Like, he's not going to say that to you. He's not going to say like, oh, we couldn't cover, our linebackers couldn't cover the pass. Like, he's not going to say that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Shane can get a little. He can get a little political sometimes. I will say that he can get a little political. Like, bro, like the fans want you to be honest. We don't want you to be politically correct. We want you to be honest with us. We can take it. We can accept to say, hey, this person didn't do their job today. Right, but that's going to cause issues in the locker room, and so I get it. But I wish coaches would just stop being so political, and just tell us how it is.
I don't want to hear any more about chopping wood and watching film and got to get better and 0-1 or 1-0. I don't want to hear the shticks and the whatever. It's we were terrible, and it starts with me. And these are the areas of the game, and in this case. Every area of the game needed to be improved. There are times where you can be brutally honest, and you don't have to throw one player under the bus. Like,
right.
You don't have to, but at the same time, it's like you can call out positions, and that person knows.
Yeah. Keep it generalized, right? Yeah. But when they score they get points on 5 out of 6 drives. That's a defensive issue.
Yeah. Running back, I feel like the backup running back position is interesting. You got Seth McGowan. You've got what's his name, Castle, who seems to be
Castle
kind of emerging as another bright spot in the backfield. So
I'd like to see him come on as like a fullback, like I said last week. I mean, he just has that like he has that look to him, right? He's got that like kind of Peyton Hillis look to him. Which, if you'll know Peyton Hillis from the Browns, former Arkansas running back. But I don't know. I just think I think Castle could be decent. I don't think he'll make the roster as a running back, but maybe they can keep him on as like maybe a fullback, tight end type of situation. I don't know.
I have his replacement in mind, who he can replace. I hate Mo Alley-Cox.
I was waiting on it. Well, with Mallory, bro, you don't need Mo Alley-Cox anymore. Mallory looks like Tyler Warren light.
Yeah, I've just never been on board with Mo Alley-Cox. It's been a couple of years now, and we just can't seem to get rid of him. Like he wasn't on the team, and then they signed him to another 1-year deal. I was like, "Geez, Louise, why?"
It's like he's got dirt on Chris Ballard or something.
It's got to be something.
Yeah.
I him and Blackman just bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah. I still wouldn't mind because again we talked about it. Latu obviously is our starting edge, and Arden Key does not excite me. He just doesn't. Why not go out there and grab? Like I know Bosa probably isn't going to be, but he's still there. I still think probably is not an every down player. But bring him in situationally, I think he can still be productive, just like, Keenan Allen. I don't think Keenan Allen is your every down wide receiver 1, but when you need him 3rd and 4, I mean, he'll get you 5 yards.
3rd and Keenan, baby.
Exactly.
3rd and Keenan.
I still think Bosa situationally can be productive, and I don't trust Arden Key to be a starting edge. Like, I think he had like 4 sacks last year, and if I'm not, it was like 2 or 3 in one game. Like, that just doesn't – he doesn't strike fear in opposing quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I'm
you're right, man. With Bosa, he doesn't need to be an every down guy. But you know what? There was a time where he was one of the top guys in the league. If you can come in, let's say play 30% of defensive snaps, perfect. That means he's fresh, less likely to get hurt because we know injury's been a thing for him. So you're fine. You could get him cheap. He's been sitting on free agency for a while now. You can get him real cheap.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying like get rid of, because I mean I'm not saying completely get rid of Arden Key. I'm just saying I don't want him as like the starter opposite of Latu, because I've been drilling at home that Latu needs help. Yeah. And if Arden Key is the other starter, he hasn't really proven that he can get home, and Latu is going to continue to get the double teams. So I don't like that setup. I still think Joey Bosa commands some respect as an edge rusher, and Arden Key just doesn't do it for me. So I still feel like
what Joey Bosa would cost at this point.
It'd be interesting. Yeah. I do like Caden Curry, but again, he's a 6th rounder. Who knows what he would do against starting, NFL guards and tackles. It's he looked really good last week, but that was against 2s and 3s and people that won't make the team. So
I mean, I don't think he looked very bad this week. He just didn't do he didn't like shoot off the page like he did last week.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what it is, but bro, 3rd downs were killer.
It's like 1 for 11 or something.
Just horrible.
Abysmal.
Yeah.
It was. Look, if they were going to have a shitty game, I'm glad it was today and not, when the season starts. Like, I would hate for them to come out week 1 and lay an egg against Baltimore, or, I've got friends coming over. I think you're coming over for the Chiefs game in prime time. There'll be a Chiefs fan there. I don't want them to stink it up. And I'm like, I would rather drink with happiness than, drink my sorrows away at Monday night game. So I hope this was their stinker and not, they're not saving it for the regular season.
Yeah, they were. So it was just letting the Falcons have every explosive play. Like, hell, when Tyler Goodson, what did he break, a 49-yard run or something like that? Like, Tyler Goodson.
That was petty.
Yes. But, I mean, he probably ain't going to make that roster because you got to compete with Bijan Robinson and Brian Robinson.
Yeah.
So, this is probably just one of those things like, hey, we're going to get some film, some tape for you, because knowing that they're not going to bank the team. Because, look, you got to remember, everybody, we have 3 preseason games now. We don't have 4. So that changes the structure of how each game goes. Because if you notice, last week, it was Anthony Richardson started, and then Riley Leonard came out in the second half. This week, the opposite. Riley Leonard started, Anthony Richardson came out in the second half. So next week is going to be kind of more telling. And from my understanding, the way the new rule is, they don't have to do weekly cut downs like we did before. Now it's like you have until this date to get down to 53.
Yeah.
So, which it's kind of good because you get more time to see these kids, these guys. Some of them actually are kids. It's weird. Like, I'm only 38, but then most of the people aren't even in the league at 38 years old anymore. But
I mean, they're coming in at 20. What was Anthony Richardson like? Barely hit 21.
Yeah.
When he got drafted,
because they're foregoing their senior season now. But
he shouldn't have. But just he should not have. Let's move on.
He would have only got 10 more passing attempts, but it was not a lot. But yeah, I mean, so I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, 1 for 11 on third downs is not good for the offense.
No.
They're going to figure something out, man, because they couldn't get any momentum going.
No. And like I said, I didn't watch the game, and I guess that's a good thing. It's just looking at the numbers, nothing really popped. Neither backup quarterback is really like, oh my God, this guy is the clear cut 2, and he should make a run for 1. Neither one of them are even making a close case for that.
Their numbers are
running back 2 is an interesting battle. It was nice that the Colts brought on Keenan Allen. I feel like the defense, corners, I think, who is it? Wally is the penciled in starter right now opposite of Bynum. So that's not surprising to us. I know you were really high on him. He had a really good camp last year. So him being that, I guess, penciled in starter, he'll probably be the starter opposite of Bynum. I'm happy with that. Linebacker, there's some question marks. We already talked about that. And I don't think there's a whole lot of question marks on our defensive line. I don't think anybody's going to push Butler or Grover out of their tackle roles. So that's – I feel like we already have a clear picture for most of our starters at this point.
Having a lot of secondary is a good problem to have. If we're sitting here talking about Wally, Sauce, oh God, why am I blanking? Hunter Waller at safety. If we're talking about AJ Halsey, like players like that. If we're talking about who's going to start, who's going to do it, like, bro, that was like first world problems right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm not upset with that because I'm going to go ahead and give Lou Anarumo the belief and the trust to be able to work those guys in, because when you have all that kind of talent available to you, you want those guys on the field.
Yeah.
So we may see go from take a few linebackers off the field, go into a nickel, go into a dime, and work something else there. Because we talked about Hunter Waller Lou Anarumo talked about Hunter Waller last year about playing like a hybrid safety linebacker type of situation. Well, moving to a nickel or a dime, now you can add him on the field. Boom, there we go. And now you can bring in a nickel corner. Like you can do all these different things to utilize this deep secondary, which was a problem last year. We were so light at secondary last year. We were so frustrated, but now we don't have that problem. Yeah, it was crazy. We were like going out getting bums, just a warm body to put out there on the field, and it didn't work out.
We had like Darrell Baker out there. It was just holy shit. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to talk about it. It was so terrible. But
I am going to miss Nick Cross, though.
I hope we don't have
Nick Cross did well. Like, you know what?
God, what was the hair?
I wish you luck, man.
What was his name?
Who are we talking about?
He was a linebacker last year. He had long hair. He seemed to be everywhere. I can't remember his name, though. Stewart?
Stewart? Yeah. Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have hated if they
one
kept
game
him on.
He had like a million
42 tackles or something. He was on the ball every single play.
I want to say it was like Grant Stewart or something like that.
Sounds right.
But
he even had a pick in the end zone. It was a really nice pick, if I'm not mistaken. I wouldn't have hated carrying him on. Like he had some big moments.
Yeah, even if you say like, hey, like re-sign with you and like you'll make the roster, but at a cheap deal, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was a good special teamer too. Like
Yeah.
I don't know
what players you want to talk about, but I've got a guy that I'd like to mention whenever we get around to offensive players.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Deion Burks. Deion Burks, rookie out of Oklahoma. He's looking better and better. Man, so they have him returning kicks. He looked amazing. Oh my God, this guy's got deep cut routes. So much like I made a note here. So he had a catch on the right sideline where it was a perfect high point right at the sideline to make the grab, to make the catch. It was beautiful, man. He's running amazing routes. He looks super fast. Man, I think this is a guy right here that could push to get more playing time this year, and I don't know. We'll see, dude. Like I was a really big fan of Deion Burks today.
Yeah, you bring up another good player. I had forgotten about that. He's fast. He's really fast, and I think Gould, coming out last year, was one of the better kick returners in the country in college. It just never really showed up. Yeah. So he might be another one that's kind of on the fence there. The one thing I don't want to see, though, like if it comes down to should we get rid of Gould or have Josh Downs returning kicks, let's keep Gould around. And I'm not saying that Downs is bad at it. I'm saying I don't want to see him returning kicks.
Yeah, don't give him opportunity to get hurt. Let's not do that. Especially, bro, did you see those nasty routes from Josh Downs from practice this week?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was making some nasty cuts in the end zone.
He juked the whole world on that route in the end zone. Yeah. Golly. Like that Falcons defender didn't know what was going on.
And I actually love the Colts media on that one, like their social media presence. They were like all alone, and it's just like it was really good coverage until it wasn't.
Oh man, that Falcons DB like he went somewhere else in the multiverse. Like it was crazy. He didn't know what was going on.
Like a Doctor Strange.
Bro, I'm loving Josh Downs though. I mean, give me all the Josh Downs. Yeah. So, because if Alec Pierce is still going to be hurt, for however long, which that is going to be something maybe to bring up to JJ, but like I'm with you. Don't put Downs in a position to where he gets more opportunity to be hurt. We need him on the field. We need Tyler Warren on the field. We need Alec Pierce on the field.
Yeah.
So, and if we can flex Deion Burks and Keenan Allen and rotate them out to keep both those guys healthy, like let's use this ability of having a lot of talent, which look, we're lacking at wide receiver. We are. Let's just face it. We're hurting at wide receiver right now. But let's do what we can do to keep our guys fresh and healthy. Because
we've talked about it extensively. It's like that Moneyball situation. We don't need. I mean, it would be nice to have a Justin Jefferson or a Jamar Chase, but that's not necessarily the offense that we have, and we don't need it. It's a luxury. Yeah. I think we need people that can be possession receivers and extend drives and set up Jonathan Taylor, because the offense should run through him. And as long as we have those stick movers, the Tyler Warrens, the Keenan Allens, is it nice to have Alec Pierce stretch the field? Absolutely. If he's out a week or two, let Burks do it. Let him stretch the field. Because I guarantee he's going to run right by you if you don't give him some attention. So if he misses time, we can use him in that role and let those underneath guys, the Tyler Warrens, the Keenan Allens, the Josh Downs, just keep churning out first downs.
Yeah.
I hope Shane Steichen abandons the attitude where it's like, we have to pass to score and what it like. No, we don't. Like, I don't give a shit if we win the game 9-6. As long as we win the game, I don't care how many points we put up as long as we win. Now, fantasy purposes, if I have Jonathan Taylor, I want like 2 or 3 touchdowns. But as a Colts fan, I don't care that much about that.
Yeah, I just want the running game is definitely the thing that you're right. Is something we need to focus on. That's how we need to win football games and control the clock. Somebody that I think can help with that. Now, looking at the box score, the numbers aren't sexy. Okay, he had 8 carries for 27 yards. I get it. It's not sexy on the ground. But if you're watching Seth McGowan, if you're actually watching the game, the kid is bouncing off people like a human pinball machine. Like, it's hard for people to get a hand on him. And he's so explosive. Like, he can just take off. He can have that breakaway speed. So that's another person that we need to be looking at here and that RB2 spot behind Jonathan Taylor. Now, he can't do the things that Jonathan Taylor can do. Let's just be real about he can't, right? But what he can do is he can give you a viable option if you have to adjust your offense a little bit if JT gets hurt.
For sure. But either way, I mean, I like what I've seen out of the backups. I saw Seth McGowan have it. Again, the stats weren't sexy for him in this game. I do think Castle had better numbers. But again, I wasn't really able to – none of them were highlight runs, so I didn't really see any of the replays, from what I saw from the game. Just statistically, Castle had a better game. But, that's a good problem to have at the running back 2 spot is I think we have a couple of guys – and this isn't even counting Giddens, but I feel like we have a pretty good backup core running backs that, like on wood, should Jonathan Taylor, whatever, I think there are still some guys that can be productive if he's not available. He better be. He just signed a big contract. So.
Oh, yeah. He's getting the ball. But then again, heck, you just paid 3 people on the offense.
Yeah.
Like 3 big time players. Your quarterback, your wide receiver 1, and your running back 1. So we better see some offensive production if you just paid all that money for these guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If they sputter, there's gonna look. All I'm saying, it's probably 2 or 3 years now where it's been like, I don't think Ballard's gonna be here next year. I don't think Shane Steichen's gonna be here next year. They're still here, and it's like, but even Ballard has said, hey, they've asked him, are you expecting a contract this year? And he just flat out said, I wouldn't. We have to win. And I mean, we've been in agreement about that for a few years now. Now I think it's hopefully the end of that road. If they can have a really good season, get into the playoffs, have a run, we'll have a different discussion at the end of the year, but they haven't proven to us that that's something that's going to happen. I hope it does. I think this team has the potential to do it. But right now it's all on Shane Steichen, Lou Anarumo, the staff, to put it together.
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and just say it right here and now. If you don't want to, then fine, I will.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Ballard and Steichen are on the hot seat this year. I know that's not breaking news or that's not surprising anybody, but let's just go ahead and preface the season with this. Okay, if Ballard is going to say that about not wanting a contract, you shouldn't pay me this and that, like, all right, man. Well, you're saying this, I'm gonna hold you to it. So know your butt is in the hot seat, but Chris Ballard doesn't call the plays. So I think Chris Ballard's done a good job of getting talent. I will give him the credit on that. He has done a great job of giving us talent. Some of the players that he brought in don't really care for, but the pros outweigh the
bargain.
Yeah, the pros outweigh the cons for Chris Ballard right now. Shane Steichen is the one that I think has the most to prove, because you mentioned last time, and you have mentioned plenty of times before, his game management isn't great. He something goes bad, and it's like, oh, we got to revert. We got to do something something totally different, even if it's not going to work. Like, hey, this has been working. Why are we going away from this? We were running the ball fine. We were getting a lot of yards on the ground. Why they scored a touchdown? It doesn't mean we have to stop running the ball. Keep running the ball. Or
I can't remember what game it was, but Jonathan Taylor had 2 or 3 runs for 20 yards or something in the first half. In what planet would any coach use Jonathan Taylor in that fashion in 30 minutes of football? It's what are we even doing here? You have a top 3 running back in the NFL, and you gave him 3 touches.
Yeah.
At what point was any of those games out of hand? We were never in a game where it was we have to completely abandon Jonathan Taylor. When the fuck did that happen?
When you have JT on the field, you never abandon the run. There are certain running backs that when they're on the field, you don't abandon the run if they're healthy, and he's one of them. So Shane, please don't do that.
Jameer,
exactly,
Jonathan,
your top 5 guys, you don't abandon the run. Don't do that.
I hope he's turned a corner. I don't think he has. I feel like we're going to get the same Shane Steichen that I talked about it a couple of the last episode of the episode ago, where he 10-10 at the half against the Texans in Houston, and he has Anthony Rochin throwing the ball with a minute left in the game,
doing what he's not.
Just take the knee. Take the knee.
Richardson's not a throwing quarterback. Stop doing that. He can chunk it down there, and Alec Pierce will go up and get it. But you can't do that every play.
No. And the worst thing is the plays that he called, it was just shit over the middle where the defense was sitting. What are we even doing here?
Yeah. Yeah, just we're gonna have to get our frustrations. We're gonna have to get our depth of target. Just our yards per play today were 3.6. What are we doing? The Falcons 6.7 with scrubs. Tell me how they're almost doubling our production, our yards per play.
Their scrubs are better than our scrubs.
Clearly, yeah. I think they just got overconfident, thinking that they just beat the brakes off of them all week in practice, and they're just gonna go out there and it's just a given. And then they're like, "Oh crap, we got burnt." Well, excuse me, Mekhi Blackman got burnt. But I don't know. I mean, I guess the good thing is there wasn't any turnovers, but they didn't have any turnovers either. So I don't know how much of a good thing that is. But we get penalized. There was a lot of penalties, man. It seemed like there was a pass interference, just everything.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. You can't convert 1 out of 11 third downs. You can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think that really matters preseason or regular season. There's an issue there. Yeah. So I think we've beat this preseason game into the ground. So next week, the Colts do play Saturday at noon again against the Lions. They do host the Lions. So we'll see how that game goes. I think we'll probably do another Saturday show. Again, the goal is, I guess, in the regular season, Fridays and Mondays. If there's a Monday night game, it'll probably do it Tuesday. Yeah. But that's really the schedule goal going forward. But we don't want to do an episode Friday with a preseason game on Saturday, and there's really not much to talk about. So
yeah,
we'll just do Saturday again.
And then something I've noticed across the board with similar shows to ours is some of these folks they're trying to do a show immediately following the game. Well, we don't like to do that. One, because we want to hear what the media discussion is. We want to hear, okay, what's Daniel Jones saying at the podium? What's Shane Steichen saying at the podium? Maybe there was something to that, because we don't want to respond too hastily We want the facts before we come to you and talk about it. So I know there's a lot of people out there that want to do a show immediately after the game. I would take that with a grain of salt, because until you hear what actually is from the team, I wouldn't take too much of that.
But yeah, it's a lot of times it's not about being first. For this kind of thing, it isn't a race. It's, again, like you were saying, it's I kind of like, if we lose a game, I'm angry initially, but I want to kind of take that step back. Okay, what really happened here? What's going on with this? Yeah. And I'm still probably going to be angry, but at least I'll have a better understanding.
We'll take a couple hours, cool off, get our heads together, get the information from the field, from the coaches, from the players, and if there's an injury, right? We don't want to come to you like, oh, it looked like a leg injury, and then turns out it wasn't. It was a toe or something like that. But
and of course, just like Tyler Warren, like he injured his groin and everybody, blew the gasket. I think I posted on X like, oh, Tyler Warren, apparent groin injury. Hopefully it's nothing serious. It's really all I said. Yeah. And come to find out, he'll probably be back next week. Not a big deal. Like it was nothing. So everyone jumping the gun for clicks, and it's like do we want more clicks and follows and whatever on our show? Absolutely, but it's like I don't want to do it at Daniel Jones hurt, but really I'm talking about last year's injury. It's just, I don't want to post that clickbait.
I want genuine people like we have in our chat over here. I want genuine people. I don't want. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Like we're not gonna do that to you guys and girls. Like that's not fair for you. So.
And we are human and do make mistakes.
Julian Blackman.
The Blackman.
Hey, that's my bad, guys. I'll do better next time.
But there was one guy. Okay, we got to talk about the one guy. You posted that Julian Blackman, whatever. He's with the Saints. He hasn't been with the Colts in a couple of years. But it's Blackman. It's an honest mistake. And the guy said, I can't remember what he said in the comment, but I deleted it because I'm like, okay, we need to fix this. So I deleted that, whatever. Apparently the person had taken a screenshot of it, reposted it to the Colts thread that it was on, and then said the exact same thing in a screenshot. I'm like, are you that thirsty for attention on a Colts Nation Facebook group that you took a screenshot of everything that everybody posts? Like, it's an honest mistake, dumbass.
Hey, you know what? If that's what you need to feel good, man, I'm glad I could help you out with that.
Do you?
Yeah, do you, man? So I'll try and do better next time, man. I just, for some reason, the name Julian was in my head. So.
Yeah. It happens. It was Blackman. It was, it is what it is. Again, we're human. We make mistakes. Hey, it was a mess up. We fixed it. You move on. Again, next Saturday, we'll be here probably about the same time next Saturday, and we will be doing that special episode Wednesday the 2nd. It'll be probably around 3 p.m. Central Time with JJ Stankovitz. So again, if you weren't here at the beginning of the episode, we will have JJ Stankovitz on Wednesday the 2nd. So if you have any questions, drop a comment. We see them all, even if you're not watching it live, if you watch it recorded. Drop a comment for him if you're not able to make it. I know people work during the day. So if you want us to ask him something, if you whatever question for him, whatever you got, drop it in the comments. Let us know. If you want to field some stuff off JJ Stankovitz. And if you're a Colts fan and don't know who he is, I don't know what to tell you.
He's low-key a big deal. He's involved in everything. I mean, not like play calling, but as far as any kind of media that you see coming from them, he's probably in some way been involved with it. So get over here in this comment section and ask your questions. Hey, let us know what you think about going forward. Like, hey, what do you think you'll see in the preseason 3 game? So let us know. I mean, it's right here. Go ahead and put in that comment right there.
And I actually think it's a great time to have him on the show. Obviously, the preseason game will be over. We'll be close to rolling into the regular season. So it's right in that sweet spot just to kind of get – what day is the cut downs? I can't remember what day that is. Where they have to be at that 53 man. So it'll be either way, it'll be a great episode with him just to kind of get an idea of, he has that more of an inside perspective of the Colts. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what the feel is in the building after that happens. And there might be some surprise roster where they make the roster that we weren't expecting.
A week.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be a great episode that Wednesday, as always, but it'll be just an even more great episode.
We'll actually know the roster before the show. August 30th at 5 p.m. Central Time is going to be the cut down deadline for the 53-man roster. So that's perfect.
Yeah. So it'll be exciting. Make sure you put that, again, subscribe, notification bell. You don't want to miss when we have JJ Stankovitz on. We're very excited as always to have him. He's such a great dude, and looking forward to that.
How cool would that be to do our 200 subscriber giveaway with JJ live on the show?
Look, all we need is 88 subscribers.
We can have JJ do it.
Have him announce the winner. Devil Dog wins a second jersey.
Bro. Oh, wow.
We're gonna make a Colts fan of you, Devil Dog. But no, we're only 88 subscribers away from the 200 mark. We are at 112 as of this recording. Yeah. So again, 88 away from 200, doing another jersey drawing. So make sure, like, share, subscribe, let Colts fans know. And even if you're not a Colts fan, we don't mind sending a Titans fan a Colts jersey and kind of converting them.
And make sure your subscriptions are set to public. They have to be public, so that way we can see them, because we'd love to give you a free jersey, but if we don't know you're a subscriber, we can't do it. Okay. So do yourself a favor if you want to win that jersey, and go make your subscriptions private when you subscribe to @UnstabledPod on YouTube.
Yeah. So again, thanks for everyone joining up in the chats. It was another active pod. I enjoy the back and forth. They're Texans fans that are commenting in here, so the Colts fans, y'all got to step it up. But either way, they're good dudes. They're always in here supporting, our show, this AFC South show, Kingmaker. They're always and ever present, and we do appreciate them being here. I do think it's a good time to wrap up. Unfortunately, it was a loss today. Hopefully, it's different next week when we see you guys Saturday night. Y'all be good people. Make sure you do the clicks, hit the buttons, and we'll see you guys next time. Y'all be good people. Bye. Go Colts.